It's time for the...
It's time.
Buckle up. Better get ready, right? Hey, welcome in, everyone, to the Friday Night Blitz. That's what he was going to say. Alongside Bree Anders, Jack Schimmel, and Michael Cobble. And as you saw, we are ready to run. Ready to go early. Week 8, the season flying by. But once again, we've been rewarded with some really quality matchups. And now they're starting to mean a little bit more as those teams jockey for district positioning. We're coming down the stretch, right? That's how we start tonight with our game of the week. An upstart Prairieville team swinging by Dunham Springs with a leg up in the district race on the line.
This is the Friday Night Blitz game of the week.
Upstate New York, upstate Ascension. That's where we're going. Both of these teams winners of 3 straight, but the Hurricanes still looking for their first road win. Probably not going to get it tonight like this. Dunham Springs out in front early. Deshaun Golan finding one of his favorite targets, big number 44. Hayden Ray. Thank you. My papers got stuck here.
Well, look at Skylar Kelly here.
Yeah.
Keeping it
going
himself.
in for the score.
Keeping the Hurricanes right in this thing. It makes it a 10-7 ball game, and it silences the crowd for a minute, but it's hard to stop this Dunham Springs offense. Goldman keeping the play alive, finding his brother, Deshaun. He goes up and does the rest himself. Getting into the end zone to make it 16-7 in the second quarter. Jackets. Now it's 4th and 1 for Prairieville. They got their bag of tricks. Perfect play, but unfortunately they can't complete it. That felt like the backbreaker for the Hurricanes because Goldman was just tearing the Prairieville defense apart. The double move works perfectly. Trey Seals is right there for the beautiful pitch and catch. That makes it a 23-7 Dunham Springs lead. And right before the half, Goldman zipping another one to Deshaun, and he runs away from all of those Hurricane defenders. Look at that little dead leg right there. And in for his second touchdown of the night. Dunham Springs cruises to the 51-13 win. They move to 4-1 in the district. That is big for Brett Beard and company.
Dunham Springs on a roll right now, obviously, but let's go up the road to Watson. A chance for 2 more teams in 5-5A to beef up a resume of their own. Live Oak hosting the Santa Maud Gators, young cheerleaders in training, doing a great job tonight. First quarter, we're tied at 7. Santa Maud's Jordan Hickerson gets the handoff. He breaks loose, misses a couple tackles, makes a few men miss, and then he'll reach the end zone for the go-ahead touchdown. 14-7 Gators. Now let's jump to the second quarter. Santa Maud now leads by 2 scores. They're kicking it off after going up 28-14, but Live Oak responds. Jackson Monestier makes the catch, and he takes off. He gets to midfield, has 1 man to beat. The kicker's not going to bring him down. He is all green grass and a touchdown ahead. Monestier gives the Eagles 6 more halfway through the second. A high-scoring affair in this first half. Cooper Babin showing off that dual threat ability, fakes the handoff, and he takes off. Really, no one was even close to catching him here. I mean, Babin's off to the races. He will find the end zone for his second rushing score of the night. 34-21, Gators out in front. But the Eagles not going down without a fight. Check this out, guys. Red zone, Caden Jones looking, fires. Calvin Urson, one-handed grab in the end zone. Nice work. 34-31 at halftime, but the scoring party did not end. This one was a track meet. Came down to the Eagles throwing an interception late in the fourth quarter. Did not get the ball back. Santa Maud wins this one close, 55-52.
Lots of scoring in these 2 early games, but if you like defense, you would have a great time out at Griffin Stadium tonight. Dutchtown welcoming the Walker Wildcats. Fast forward to the middle of the second quarter, still scoreless until running back Dylan Bro takes the handoff up the middle, breaks loose. No one is going to catch him. Yes, he's gone. Wildcats take the 7-0 lead. Ensuing Griffin drive. Their quarterback, Owen Fletcher, he fakes the handoff and then launches the ball deep for Martell Rogers, who hauls it in for a big gain. A couple great snags so far in this highlight. Dutchtown would cap off the drive with Fletcher throwing a high ball back across the field for Carter Hedden.
There we go.
There he is. And he's going to walk and run into this end zone to tie the game at 7. With less than a minute until half, Walker threatening until quarterback Jace Evans looks toward the end zone, but it's picked up by Marcelo Rizzuto. Rizzuto takes it back into Walker territory, but is taken down to send the game to half, tied at 7. Dutchtown, though, they go on to win this one 19-14. Big district win.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we busted out of the gate strong. We got a really intriguing spot for the Zachary Broncos coming up after this short break.
Friday Night Blitz will be right back. You're watching the Friday Night Blitz.
Yes, you are. Welcome back into the Friday Night Blitz. You know, this time last week, we were all kind of doing a double take as the Liberty Patriots went into the corral and busted up those Zachary Broncos. Well, tonight, David Brewerton and company with a gut check game, but certainly not a cupcake in taking on Woodlawn. Let's head out there where the Broncos were in control of this. We're looking for a little bit of halftime swagger. They were out in front 30-8 in the second half, looking to add to it. quarterback Michael Kirby finding Jacoby Reams, who takes it down the sideline to set Zachary up inside the Woodlawn 10-yard line. And just like that, a couple of plays later, it's going to be Kirby and Reams connecting again, finishing the job as they get into the end zone. Zachary cruising now out in front 37-8. Midway through the third quarter now, Woodlawn trying to get a little momentum. Ricky Mitchell finding Trenton Bennett down the sideline for a big gain. That gets them into the red zone. And just a couple of plays later, it's 4th and short for Woodlawn. And the Broncos, though, they're going to slam the door. Mitchell's pass is batted down at the line. Zachary does get the bounce-back victory. They go on a roll 44-8, your final there.
All right, let's check out Scotlandville dropping by Memorial to take on Catholic. This one over pretty quickly. Catholic out in front 28-zip in the second quarter, and adding to it, Baylor Graves with the honors here. He makes it a 35-0 game. And then we rarely got some defensive highlights, so let's run a couple. Check out how fast the Bears defense swarms to the ball. Jannard Green, no chance at this play.
A lot of orange.
How about another? This time, it'll be Green. He'll swing it out to Jeremy Wellington, and he is swallowed up by a gang of Bears here. So Catholic gets the ball right back, and it's back to the ground game. Justin Baptiste going to get his second score of the night here. Looks like it's pretty easy for him. Like, didn't really take much effort, but he gets a score. And then it's Lamond Robinson. He will also get another touchdown on the night, and that would make it 49-0 Catholic. And that was all she wrote. That's how this one ends. 49-zip Bears.
All right, let's go over to Olympia. Liberty hosting Central for homecoming. Miss Coco Sumo named 2025 Miss Liberty, but the Patriots not celebrating, down 21-0 at the half, third quarter. The Wildcats keep piling on. Brody Knaps takes the handoff and pushes the pile in for the score. Central up 28-0. Patriots ball now. Quarterback Bryce Preston looks for a receiver over the middle, but it's deflected. Tip drill. Camden Rankin gets the pick, and he will take it all the way back for a touchdown. Wildcats up 35-0. Here's Liberty trying to find something on offense here. Zayden Foster gets the handoff. He finds a hole, and he takes it deep into Wildcat territory, down to the 19-yard line. Then a few plays later, eventually when he gets there, if it ain't broke, you know what they say, don't fix it. Foster goes up the gut here. He pulls over a defender and lunges in for the touchdown. Patriots missed the two-point conversion. 35-6 Central wins this one, or 49-14 is the final score.
That is a tough homecoming ask there for the Patriots. Hey, when we return, we're looking for another bounce-back effort, this time from the St. Michael Warriors, as well as a long-time rivalry that's kind of cooled off over the last couple of years. We're back after the break.
Friday Night Blitz will be right back.
Throw those fours up. We're almost in the fourth quarter of this thing, right? Let's drop by the 4A ranks, where everything's still very wide open and up for grabs. The St. Michael Warriors back at home tonight, looking to bounce back after a tough loss last week, right, Jack?
Yes, they are. They're trying to break a two-game losing streak, and after one half, well, they were well on their way to victory over Port Allen. It's 42-0 in the third. Eli Miller tosses one over the middle to Hayden Istra. That'll move the chains. A couple of plays later, then it's Ethan Sutton. Gets the handoff here. One of the easier touchdowns he'll score. It's 49-0 St. Michael. Now
a walk-in, if you will.
Sutton says, I'll have one more. He maneuvers his way around a couple of Pelicans to find pay dirt. St. Michael, they cruise to a 56-0 win, and the Warriors are now 6-2 this season.
All right, let's stay there in 6-4A. It was a battle of the Panthers as McKinley hosted Brusly last night. Second quarter action, Brusly leading 22-0. Drake Vincent, deep ball. He connects with Patrick Gales. That would set up for a field goal to extend Brusly's lead 25-0. McKinley backed up into their own end zone. They have to punt. This doesn't go very far, though. Bounces off of the teammate, and Brusly will take over inside the 5-yard line. And it didn't take long. At the very next play, running back Roderick Covington takes the handoff. He finds the end zone. Brusly takes the 32 lead in halftime. They go on to win this one 39-0, and that would have been Hunter McCann that put that highlight in there.
That was not right.
All right, over at Bel Air, Terra hosting Plaquemine. Last night, the Green Devils got on the board early as Brennan Miles finds Ryance Willoughby on a pass. And he takes it into the end zone for a 7-0 lead. Ensuing Plaquemine drive, Spencer Collins Jr. takes the handoff around the right side and crashes across the goal line to extend Plaquemine's lead to 14-0. Still first quarter, Miles looking deep, and he launches a ball into tight coverage, and Collins Jr. does another great catch. Great catches all night and last night. He keeps his balance, takes this one to the house. Green Devils lead 21-0. They go on to win 47-8.
That was a dot, as the kids say. Over U-High, it was senior night for the Cubs. The Parkview Baptist Eagles looking to play spoiler. They certainly brought plenty of baby powder to the ball game. Not the smoke. Not the fire extinguisher.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, that's a little much.
Nice.
Apparently no tariffs on baby powder right now. So the kids just throwing that stuff around. The Cubs right out of the gate going to throw it around with a little Pop-Tart spirit, as we like to call it. The hook and ladder.
Yeah.
Run to perfection. Ethan McGlynn throws it out to Charlie Pettit, who actually backhanded it to Sage Ingram. He goes 70 of those 80 yards for the touchdown. And the Cubs, they were going for the throat early. DJ Coleman coming in clean on Grayson Rogers for a little 8-on-8 crime. Big Talamasi Albert there to scoop it and score. Big Tile, as they call him over at the Cub Complex. Corbin O'Dell will do the honors to cap this thing off a play later. 15-0 U-High, and we're only 3 ball games into it. The Picarella crew, loving it. Parkview trying to match the trick plays. They throw out the reverse receiver pass, but Brandon Golick floating this one up too much. Lorenzo Cooper there to pick it off, so the Cubs offense goes right back into action, and this time it's going to be McGlynn calling his own number. I believe it's 16. Yep.
Yeah,
He's going to keep it himself, getting in for the points. 57-17, U-High with a hurting arm. Hey, we're almost at the finish line when we return. A couple of blowouts as well as a super solid highlight. Stick around. That's next.
Friday Night Blitz will be right back. Blitz.
Welcome back in, everyone. Almost done with week 8, but a couple more games to get to, including a big senior night for the Dunham Tigers, right, Bree?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go out to Dunham Stadium. They're hosting East Feliciana tonight. Coach Neil Weiner honored for his 100 wins as the head coach of the Tigers. Congratulations to Coach Weiner. Opening drive for Dunham, Elijah Haven goes for the deep ball, connects with Chris Evans, who makes the leaping grab, stretches for the goal line. He gets in. Tigers up 7-0 early. Next Dunham drive, Haven flushes out of the pocket. He finds a wide open Jarvis Washington, his favorite target. He'll cut across the field, run past a few defenders here. He'll strut into the end zone for the score.
Seen that movie a lot.
14-zip Dunham. Second quarter now, and the Tigers are on the move once again. This time it'll be Haven. He'll swing it out to Richard Montgomery, and he will break a tackle here. There he is. He'll get all the way down to the 10-yard line. And then just a few plays later, Dunham going to get it moving on the ground. Brandon Kahn going to take it up the gut and in for the score. Tigers up 21-0 early. Let's get you that final score. 42-zip. Dunham on senior night.
How about last night over at East Iberville? The Tigers with their hands full with their neighbors across the river. St. John already out in front 7-0 early in this one. Nathan Burley looking to continue to punish the Tigers. Look at the, watch this. Lowers the shoulder and just puts him down there. Yikes. Ahmad Wilson taking in his second rushing touchdown of the night. Makes it 14-0 Eagles. Thank you very much, Amant, for your help with your teammates' names last night as well. That was good on you. Maybe the best onside kick we've ever seen a high school execute here. Yeah, St. John with everything going right. Piling it on in this one last night, faking out the camera guy. We need to give that guy a raise as he eventually caught up with him. Daniel Bro waiting on the other end of that touchdown, and St. John wins it big, 49-14, your final in that one. Hey, I want to say thanks for joining us tonight. Congratulations to Neil Weiner on 100. Can't believe it took you this long to get there, but you know, maybe with Elijah Haven, you get there a little bit faster. I love Neil. Neil's one of the best, absolutely. Don't forget to get to our website, nominate your choice for our Fans' Choice Player of the Week award. You can do that at WBRZ.com. Click the contest tab. Let us know who you think you should get. For Bree and Jack, Hunter, everybody behind the scenes that you don't see, and all those great camera guys missing those plays. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here next week.